The campaign season is here, and your vote can make a difference. Comcast brings you the candidates on demand right now.
I'm Jill Horner, and this is Candidates on Demand. With me is David Meiswinkle. He is the independent candidate for the 4th Congressional District. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, talk to us about the 4th District and the areas that you want to represent.
The 4th District is a large area. It's part of 4 districts, four counties. It's Ocean, Burlington, Monmouth, and Mercer, and it stretches from Trenton all the way over to Point Pleasant. It's a diverse area. It's been gerrymandered, though, I think, particular way to help the incumbent.
So that's the district. Talk to us a little bit about yourself and why you're running for Congress.
I'm a former police officer, 23 years in New Brunswick. When I was there, I was in main opposition to the lynch machine for 8 years. I'm presently an attorney. I do a lot of criminal defense. And why I'm running for Congress? Well, there's things probably I'd rather be doing, or maybe I could be doing, but I feel compelled to get involved because things are so bad in the country, and we need some new ideas, new people to step forward. We're in bad shape here in the United States.
So let's get into some of the specifics about the goals that you have and some of the reasons that you're running. You're calling your movement the American Renaissance Movement. Why call it that?
Well, I believe that's what we need is American Renaissance. We've seen what the Democratic Party and the Republican Party have done thus far. Those two parties are responsible for taking us to where we are. And where we are is we're at the edge of the cliff, or we're ready to hit the waterfall. I don't think we've seen anything yet as far as how bad it's going to get. But just in the jobs, and you can take the jobs into the trade agreements that Congress has made, which are Democrats and Republicans, have basically bankrupted us and left a lot of our people jobless, have disempowered the middle class.
So that's the reason that you're calling it the American Renaissance Movement, and jobs are obviously one of your priorities, but you also want to tackle the banking system and take a hard look at how that works.
Well, there used to be in Congress an act called the Sovereignty Act, which never got passed through, and what that allows is government to put so many hundreds of millions aside to loan for infrastructure projects at no interest. Interest is what kills. Abraham Lincoln did it during the Civil War. $450 million he loaned to himself, and you can do that. You don't need the Federal Reserve to ask them to allow you to borrow money from yourself. The Federal Reserve, a lot of people don't realize, is private. It's a private cartel. It's not even owned by United States banks anymore. I think the majority interests are European. So one of the proposals we have is to do away with the Federal Reserve. We don't need it. We can have a bank at Congress. In fact, the Constitution says that Congress creates money and the value of money, not banks. Okay, in 1913 they allowed an act, the Federal Reserve Act, to do that, but that could be rescinded.
So in addition to that, you're calling for a national sales tax. Each state has a different rate if they have sales tax at all.
Right. This would be a federal national sales tax, basically, and it would be a tax on consumption. And you would do away with your personal income tax, your corporate income tax. You do away with inheritance tax, gift tax, capital gains tax, Social Security. And there's experts that have calculated it would be to everyone's benefit to do such a thing. No one up to the poverty level, $22,000, would be reimbursed every month. Everyone would, up to $22,000 for the year, and so that no one is poor would be actually paying taxes, which seems to be pretty fair. In other words, we're in such a bad shape, we have to start to innovate and use new ideas. What we've been using isn't working now. Sometimes they say, well, if it's not broken, don't fix it. It's broken. It's broken big time, and that's why myself and maybe other people like me are stepping out, because it's not going to improve if a different type of person doesn't get involved.
And we just have a short time left, but you're running as an independent candidate. Why should people vote for you?
Well, another thing that I didn't mention, they should vote for me. The war in Iraq and the Middle East, we were there because of weapons of mass destruction, which never existed. There's no reason to be in Afghanistan. In fact, they say the areas that we occupy now is the areas that are proliferating with the poppy seeds. I say pull out of Afghanistan and Iraq. It's costing us billions of dollars every day. The reason I'm running is we need new blood in there. Thank you.
Thank you. We've been talking with David Meiswinkle, independent candidate for the 4th Congressional District. I'm Jill Horner.